Previously on Katawa Shoujo. We try our best to prepare you for your life here. Part of that involves knowing your limits and how to work around them. It would be remiss of me if I didn't speak up about this. A lot of people have put a lot of time, effort, and money to make sure that you and every other student here can have the same level of education as your peers. For you to abuse that by throwing out advice, especially medical advice, is plain selfish. I understand. This is all new to me, and I apologize. I know my limits now, and I'll be sticking to them.
That's perfect! Then you can help me and Rin.
With the festival preparations? I'm not sure if I would be of much help.
Rin is really stressed about getting her painting done. It's her own fault though. She should have started earlier.
Is she going to make it?
No idea. It looks good to me. But with Rin, you never know what's going on.
What's up, people? Don't you just freaking hate it when you found this new awesome series that you think you're just gonna binge watch the entire freaking day or something, and then bam! Turns out it's only on its current second season. So yeah, I've been binge watching the hell out of Star Wars Rebels, cause ever since I watched the 7th movie, for some reason I got really interested in all the other lore behind it that's not inside the movies, which eventually made me stumble upon Star Wars Rebels. But considering that it was like a Disney XD show, I didn't expect that much from it, and it turned out to be much better than I had anticipated. So yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot, but now we gotta do the gruesome week by week waiting for every single episode to come out. But that's not what we do with Katawa Shoujo, cause here we just have daily videos, cause that's how we roll. So yeah, let us continue. While I'm busy thinking of how weird Rin is, Emmy has been dragging me back to the art classroom. I feel myself starting to run out of breath. What's the rush? Huh? Emmy's giving me an appraising look, as if she's trying to figure something out. It's just that you seem to be in a hurry. I'm not sure I can keep up. Comprehension dawns on her face.
You're not out of breath, are you?
There's almost an accusing playfulness to her tone. I'm tempted to deny it, but then I realize that I've been breathing heavy since we stopped. I guess it's kind of obvious. A little. Not everybody can be in shape, you know. Takes all kinds, right? Emmy frowns. It's not a particularly good frown. That is, I should get in shape? Not that I haven't already decided to try for that. After that flutter on the track, I figured there's a real need to get in some sort of running habit. I was, after all, feeling pretty good up until I had my false alarm. Actually, well, I wasn't, but it was fun at least. Meanwhile, my comment seems to have helped Emmy come to some sort of a decision.
Well, that's it then.
She gives me a serious look. You're joining me. I beg your pardon?
In the mornings, you and I are now running partners. I've got a routine all planned out. In fact,
she produces a crumpled sheet of paper.
I've got it right here with me.
I take the sheet of paper and give it a once-over. Times, dates, and laps all laid out. A slow increase from just a few laps a day too. My god, does she expect to have me running marathons? And where does she find the time to get all this together? And how long has she been planning this anyway? You've been planning this?
A little. But it's really the nurse's idea. He told me to keep an eye on you to make sure you exercise like he told you to.
A vast conspiracy? Maybe Kenji's onto something. I was thinking the same. This seems a bit much for just keeping an eye on me though.
Well, to be honest, I've been trying to find a running partner in the mornings for a while now.
My god, Kenji. If only you could see the scheme unfolding. Then he'd be like, I told you, can I borrow more money for pizza?
What do you need a partner for anyway? It's easier to keep up a workout if you're not the only one doing it.
That's actually very true.
Isn't that obvious? You're less likely to quit if someone else is counting on you to be there, right?
I see.
And this won't only keep you running, but it'll make sure that I keep running as well.
Keeping each other running.
Meaning that I'll be obeying the nurse. And I'll be keeping an eye on you, just like he asked. You caught on quick, Hisao.
And if I refuse? I have no intention of refusing, of course.
But I've got to at least put up a token resistance to such a masterfully executed plan. Well, if you refused, I'd have to pout. And you'd have to live with being the guy who made Emi Ibarasaki pout. You don't want that on your conscience, do you?
As if to demonstrate, Emi begins pouting. Oh no, don't pout, please. It is the most adorable, heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen. Okay, I'll do it. Just don't do that anymore. I feel like I just hit a puppy.
So it's settled, right? You're going to be my running partner. Follow the workouts and the dietary plan?
Dietary plan? You didn't say anything about this, woman.
Yeah, the dietary plan. You've got to eat healthy if you're going to get in shape, you know?
I examined the workout routine closely. I don't see a dietary plan on here.
Oh, right! I forgot to give that to you.
Another crumpled sheet of paper is produced and handed over. It's somewhat less detailed.
I had the nurse help me come up with it.
The amount of dedication that the nurse has to keeping me in good health is pretty overwhelming. I don't know many school nurses who would get one of their students to spy on me, much less help come up with a dietary plan. Then again, I guess I'm not in a normal school. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. Then again, this dietary plan seems to cut out just about everything that'll be offered at the festival tomorrow. That means we're starting it 2 days from now. So, when does our running start?
After the festival.
Oh, it's like you read my mind, Emmy.
Right after? What if I've had something to eat there? I could get a stomach ache, you know? I meant the day after the festival.
I knew that. Wasn't there something we were supposed to be doing? Oh, I guess we should get that paint for Rin, huh?
Oh no! It slipped my mind!
Run, run, run. Don't worry, Rin, even though it's almost getting dark. By the time we get the paint and get back to the mural, Rin's already wandered off. Oh well. Emmy and I both decide to part ways there, leaving the paint on the ground. Rin will find it, whenever she comes back anyway. Aren't they worried? Like, she hasn't slept in, let's say, 36 to 48 hours or something, right? Rin. And she's suddenly missing. I mean, the first thing that, I guess, because they are neighbors, Rin and Emmy could look just next door and see like, Rin, are you there? But if she's not, what if she just wandered off somewhere? That could be dangerous. Especially for, she could be, isn't it, I've heard that if you don't, like, obviously, not getting, or not sleeping in like a very long time is kind of bad for your health. But I've heard that after a certain amount of hours, I think it's either after 48, no, I think it's actually after 72, there's like possibilities of hallucinating and whatnot, so, oh my god. But then again, she hasn't been up for that long yet. So, I guess Rin is fine. We're not worried about it, apparently. Festival's tomorrow. I'm actually a little excited for it. At the same time, this week's left me feeling pretty tired. So I read a little and then go to bed. Pew, pew, pew. next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine, since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window, I can already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low quality food. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, oh no, we know what's gonna happen here, right? I exit into the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today, out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans, since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having a built soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort, complete with "No girls allowed" sign. And with the "girls" crossed out and "body" cruelly scrawled underneath. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. "Who is it?" You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. "Oh, it's you! Damn, it's early." It's not really that early. "What is it, man?" "Nothing. I was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school's out there already." Damn it, why do I keep scrolling? "Out there? Why?" "What? Oh my god, he looks so angry." What? Is today special? Why are they there? Who are?" "I can hear them. It's loud." "Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun?" He suddenly looks more alarmed. "What day is it, man?" I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. "What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times to thwart the snipers." It's the festival. You know that, right?" "Oh shit, that's the day? Damn. Damn it. I can't believe I forgot. I don't have my fort finished yet. Oh, this is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's good you told me this, man. This is going to be a very bad day." "Why?" "Oh man, they're going to be everywhere. The people outside my window, socializing." Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. "It's going to be loud as hell. Damn, and I was going to go out today, but now it's going to be ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run." Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he's majorly freaking out. I can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn. And I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself. And now it's here. And I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least I know, but I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry. I thought you knew. So, I guess you're not going to do anything today? The weather is even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. But it's not though, so there's no reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you should check out the festival. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. No, I can't do it. They'll eat me alive out there. I know it. That has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face. relatively straight.
What are you going to do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together.
I wonder. I'm kinda hungry, but I made this deal that I tried to take better care of myself. Be healthier, you know? Don't know if I should stay clear of the takoyaki or head straight in.
Deal? Sounds ominous. So what are you getting in return?
Nothing, I guess? It's not that kind of a deal.
You know Emmy?
From our year? We kinda agreed to watch each other's backs and
Yeah!
The shrill scream and the expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood. It's as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil.
Her? You sold your soul to the devil, and you didn't get anything in return? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you are dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to the hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for the complete submission of everything that is manly. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. You have to call it off before it's too late. The festival too. It's just one of their ploys.
He fingers his scarf nervously. What? What is he doing to his scarf? Faster and faster, like he's trying to start a fire. Then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course.
I'm going to have to find some place to hide in. A safe haven. And then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival, man.
Okay.
Later, dude.
The door slowly closes with a slow creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. It's kinda unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? I've got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short too. I could have finished it in a day, but would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be, but I suppose that it would probably be a better idea to head outside, see the festival, try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, I should at least make an attempt to keep up with the somewhat friendly personality I've had this past week. Maybe get something to eat, my stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime. I could at least grab something from one of the stalls outside. Oh yeah, oh my god, amongst the scary, unknown people. I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students and people who may or may not be their parents. Every so often, I catch a glimpse of someone who clearly just came up from town for the promise of a festival. They're easy to spot. The ones who can't stop staring, and behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, now, what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them. But at the same time, can I deny that I've been doing the same thing all week? A wave of something like disgust sweeps over me. Guilt for my own narrow-mindedness. I push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burns my gut like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me toward the promised land, where I can get some lunch. I'm just getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me. Oh, it's gotta be Misha. Oh, it's Emmy actually, huh? I thought that usually when there's like a loud person, the first person that comes to mind for me is Misha.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Having lunch?
Breakfast? You mean you just got up?
I thought that everything just, our entire schedule doesn't start until tomorrow. Why is she being so strict already? Suddenly sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, I meant lunch. Honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. What the hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. What happened to it being your lunch? That's my... whatever. It's my food. Emmy places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Did you really forget your dietary plan already? You need to be more conscious of your health, Hisao. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is. Mostly. All I get in response is a roll of the eyes. Oh no, she's one of those girls. I actually cannot really stand it when people like roll their eyes at you. They're like, oh my god, don't just... I'd rather have someone say to me like, you're stupid or whatever, than have their eyes rolled at me. Because it's like, oh my god, I know what you're thinking, but I don't know. For some reason, I'd rather have someone just say me straight in the face like, yeah, you suck or whatever. Just insult me, that's much better. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? The girl's got a point, of course, but I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart, exactly, otherwise I wouldn't be able to run around right now, or actually just walk. Certainly, it can handle a little grease every now and then. Yeah, sure, and it handled a little running just fine too. Emmy seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself. Maybe, but not if you're sleeping the day away all the time. A devious look suddenly crosses her face. Of course, if you'd been following a routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. Hey, I've had a pretty eventful week, you know. For example, I almost died, twice I think, and there was a lot of meeting people, and then I was on a roof for a while. Which is no excuse for slacking off, you know. A little near-death experience is no excuse for skipping basic exercise, like running in the mornings. Did Emmy run in the morning? She probably did, so we can't even, try and bust her on that, because knowing her, she definitely did. She nods, as if something important just has been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen the error of your ways, and are willing to adhere to my routine, right? I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running buddies? You know, you'd already convinced me yesterday that this was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. Not that I did a good job of being convinced. She's right about eating healthy after all, and here I am ordering something grossly unhealthy, but delicious. The delicious part is the most important part though, right? There are more delicious or more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Like staying alive? I guess it's a close second. If Emmy weren't here browbeating me for my poor decisions, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. A sudden question springs to mind. Hey, why the hell have you taken such an interest in my well-being? Emmy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. I figure you don't have any friends yet, right? Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right? I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Uh-huh. Crazy little running girl who wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates. Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning then? I figure that ends the conversation, so I turn to leave. Not so fast. I feel a hand on my collar, and in a second, I've been yanked backwards. Hey! No need to be so rough. What do you want now? Emmy looks almost wounded by my annoyed question. Thought you could use the company. Her eyes narrow. Besides, you were just going to try sneaking some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentions it, it would have been a really good idea. I was not. Another glare. Okay, maybe I was just going to get a little. The glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm a danger to myself and others, aren't I? I get them agreeing that I need to be healthier, and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way.
I knew it! You can't be trusted. Now I definitely have to stick with you.
This whole situation feels silly. I can only imagine what passers-by think of the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my size. Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Rin I'd stop by her mural. So let's do that. I confess, I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself. So again, I consider there are worse fates. I give a nod of assent and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. Damn, it looks actually completely finished and it looks amazing. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal looking people in school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belong. But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress.
You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be all my fault, and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault.
Nah, I'm fine. I guess I just need to start running after all.
And you wanted to keep eating your greasy, whatever it was. See? It's a good thing I found you, right?
Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course, I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Rin.
Oh, it's you. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Rin. I brought Hisao along because he was going to give himself a heart attack.
I was not. My objection goes unnoticed.
We stopped by to see how the mural turned out.
Rin nods slowly.
Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly.
I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. Dang. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. Like, I almost want to say these are like the scribbles of a insane person, but then again, we know Rin, and sure, she may be a little weird and strange, but she's not insane. People just view the world differently sometimes, you know? And you can definitely see that difference in artists and whatnot. What the hell is like... Are those 4 feet? What is this under his nose? Oh my god, we got mummies in the background. What boo? Oh my god, I gotta... Oh, do I have to censor this? Oh crap. Oh my god, the nipples. I didn't expect Rin to paint nudity. Oh my god, I hope I don't forget this during the editing part. I probably will. Oh my god, I'm gonna get banned from YouTube. No, guys, I'm sorry. Goodbye. You'll never see me again. Wow, the hand. The hand looks pretty awesome, actually. Okay, that's like a clown. The thing that's behind the hand. And that person is trying to eat its own foot. Or it actually looks like the feet are coming out of the mouth. These nipples are okay, right? At the bottom right. Those are man nipples. Those are fine. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting. The colors swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me feel almost sleepy. I try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. Oh well, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My feet start to hurt, but Rin doesn't seem inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Rin, have you eaten? Of course. You can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe, but I'm hungry again. So maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good. Come get some food with us. Rin nods in assent. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow, I don't think they'd care, whoever they are. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. In the next video, we're just gonna have a lovely lunch probably again with my 2 favorite girls at the moment. So yeah, see you in the next video. Peace!